The news is a relief for people who say that there's nothing left in the community for them. The school, store, and clinic are all closed. But that's not deterring one couple from their decision to forego the money and stay in their island home. Georgina Parsons and her husband Mike say they're not going anywhere, and Georgina Parsons spoke with CBC's Leanne Power. When you heard the money was approved, what did you think?
I guess I was a little surprised. I said this might go, it might not. So it really was kind of a shock to everybody. You know, everyone's been waiting so long, and to finally get an answer, you know. So it was kind of a shock and disbelief, I guess.
What do you think of the timing and an election coming?
It's a bit curious. And I just wonder if it's going to slow the process now, you know, for these people that have been waiting so long.
Now, we spoke with your husband a while back, and he says that no matter what happens, you guys are going to stay on Little Bay Islands. Are you still feeling that way?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
What are you going to do?
Well, it's always been the dream of my husband to live somewhere remotely, you know, and in isolation. And I guess he never thought it would be his hometown. So when this idea of resettlement came up, we're like, oh, well, maybe Little Bay Islands will be the place we do this, right? So, yeah, we just want to stay here and we'll live off the grid as much as we can and just, try it out.
Are you feeling a little nervous about doing that? It's just the two of you.
Not really. Like I said, it's something we've talked about for so long. But now, I guess, now that we know this is going to happen, we have to put some serious plans into motion, you know?
Right, and I know it's really new that the money was approved, but is there any kind of timeline? What are people talking about?
No, and that's the issue, right? So I guess I've been speaking to some people around the community, and now the big thing, okay, is this going to be 6 months, a year, or 2 years? So even though they've got an answer, they're kind of still in limbo. So the next step, I guess, is for government to tell them, okay, well, the money will be available on X date, and you have this long to leave, right? So no one really knows at this point, or at least, you know, we as a community, we don't know yet.
Well, assuming that it is going to happen, what preparations do you have to make?
For us?
Yeah.
Well, for us, we're already going to start to research, like, solar power and, you know, get things so that we can live off the grid. We've already, since the announcement, purchased a skidoo and a generator. So even though it just recently happened, we've kind of started plans in motion. But again, you kind of need the timeline too, right?
Definitely, especially if you're going to be installing new power sources and that kind of thing.
Exactly. So, yeah, I guess it's real now. And like I said to you earlier, it's still kind of unbelievable.
So, if you have a skidoo, you can get around the island itself. But
That's right.
But what about for supplies when you need to leave the island during the winter?
We have a 42-foot longliner. We also have a few speedboats. So, the issue is here in the harbor, it freezes up in the winter, you know. So we'll have to keep a channel open, and we will go by boat. But what we'll do is we hopefully won't have to leave in the harsh, you know, if there's harsh weather in the winter months. We're just going to stock and learn to do without the things. Like right now, I like to have fresh vegetables and fresh fruits. Well, that's going to change. So we're really going to try to, you know, look at what you really need, you know, need versus want, and kind of stock those things, you know, non-perishables, etc., bottled goods, you name it.
Are you going to grow your own food?
Hopefully, yeah. We gave that a try last year. We had minimal success. We had some success, but they're the type of things we're looking at, right? So we'll try that again, and definitely looking at getting some chickens, like have some hens around so we can have eggs and that sort of thing. So again, like, the planning is very preliminary. It's something we've wanted to do for a long time, but now it's actually going to happen. So it's time to get super serious with these plans.
What's the attraction for you guys in living in isolation?
I think, well, for Mike, it's just his personality. He's loves to be by himself, always has been since he was a kid. And even when we lived in Ontario, we lived in a very remote area, and we kept to ourselves. So for us to be able to come back to this place, that's his hometown. I'm only coming here 9 years. But for him, he's, you know, always loved it here. And for me, this place, I don't know if you've ever been here, but there's just something about the place and the people that just grabs you as soon as you come to visit. And my family feel it too, like my family and friends that have came here since I've, you know, started coming here. It's just a very, very peaceful place. And so I guess there's two reasons. One is just to be by ourselves and try it out. It's an adventure. And the second part is just to not give up this place that we love. Not yet.
Now, you said something interesting. You said you were attracted by the place, and the people.
Yep.
Now, with the people gone, what will change for you?
Well, I guess we'll just be living in the place we love by ourselves and living off the grid and, like I said, just having a fun adventure.
Do you think you'll be lonely at all?
Mike won't be. I may be at times, and that's what my family's worried about. My dad's actually said to me several times, what about, like, right now, you kind of socialize sometimes? I said, yeah, but I know for a while, at least in the summers, there's going to be a lot of people coming back here still. And we can go by boat. So, I mean, as long as the weather's good, I'll probably go away for shorter periods every now and then so that my husband can truly enjoy, being here by himself. And, but, I mean, we don't need to be, socializing and that sort of thing. I think, like I said, me more than him might need a little bit of interaction now and then. But even when we lived in Ontario, we lived in a rural area, and we could go weeks without seeing other people.
That's Georgina Parsons. She lives and will continue to live in Little Bay Islands.